There's a fairly new puppylinux distro that's out named S15Pup64, which is a 64-bit operating system of the puppylinux based on Slacko 15 distribution. I will leave a link under description of where you can download this. I have booted into and also have made a save folder. Here's a screenshot of the first screen where I entered a time and quick first step to get it all started, and I made a save folder which is present in a second partition here, SDA2, under save folder, and the folder that I'm using to save the information is S15Pup64-day1. D2JWM is the extension that I have elected to choose to form a save folder. To update the Puppy Package Manager, so we'll go ahead and click Install Programs Puppy Package Manager, and we'll forgo the web browser for now. We'll take care of that later, and we'll continue to Puppy Package Manager, and we'll configure a package manager, and then I'd like to go ahead and add some more repositories, and we can do that, and OK, and then we'll go ahead and check it again so it's all and then we'll go ahead and update the database. Update now, and we'll go ahead and enter. Enter again. So now we are updated. So now we will what I like to do is install font, Ubuntu font, and see if this will proceed or not. So it is installing Ubuntu font, which is a font that I prefer in many of the configuration that we will do later. Another thing that I like to do is install Rofi, which is a application launcher rather than using a menu system. I'll bring this up, F12. I prefer keyboard driven, and then we see it here, and then we'll go ahead and install. One of the other utilities that usually is installed in almost all the other puppylinux, but it is not installed here, is a window control, WMCTRL, and we'll go ahead and install that at this time. That is very important in managing window manager. So we'll go ahead and WMCTRL, and we'll also go ahead and install. Let me go ahead and open up a save folder, minus sign, from FossaPup64. Now FossaPup64, I usually use BSPWM rather than Joe's window manager, which is what we're using here. But we can certainly use some of the configuration files that I have here to rapidly try to configure JWM in this window manager. So let me just go ahead and click on S15Pup64. We'll get into the root again, Control H, and these are both 64-bit. This is the S15Pup64 and this is Slacko based. And then we can go ahead and copy the bash rc file. Bash rc file has many aliases that I use, and also it will also help with a prompt configuration that I have already saved. So we'll go ahead and copy bash rc, gtkrc, gtkrc again, and this will our rocksbg.png. These are files that will help darken the rocks to my preference. And then we'll go ahead and also move the X defaults, because it also contains configuration of URXVT, which is the terminal that I prefer. We'll just go ahead and drag all this over here with the control key and just copy it over. So we'll just go ahead and merge and copy these files over. Now this is my present root folder, and under applications there is a bin folder. This I want to copy all my bash scripts that are very important in further configuration. So let me just copy it from S15Pup64, my applications and bin, and then we'll just go ahead and grab all except for TMP, clip art, and this I don't need, so we'll just go ahead and drag all this over and copy it into the bin folder. So there's other folders that are also important in that. Under .jwm folder, there is a folders that are very important. We will get a closer look at personnel file later on, but for now what I want to do is copy the this time it's important to recognize that this is a BSPWM and not a JWM window manager. So JWM RC personnel file, which should contain all the keyboard binding for JWM window manager that this is. So I cannot copy the JWM configuration from here, but you have to use another save folder. So here is a save folder from 32-bit operating system of puppylinux, but I have in that particular operating system I have used a JWM window manager. So we'll just go ahead and copy with JWM RC and personnel file. We'll just open this quickly and then make sure that it has all the keyboard binding and the scripts. So yes, indeed. One other thing of notice is that it also the personnel file also has a height of 2, which we will go ahead and right now there's 3 virtual desktops, but 2 will make it 6. So there'll be 2 columns, so we'll see that later, but we'll simply just grab all of this and copy and then put it here. And we'll just overwrite everything and then save. So this is saved now. So on a reboot, I will have all my keyboard activated, and so it should be a much quicker further modification and configuration. So at this time, I like to just point out that this is tray number 1, and this is tray number 2. So I prefer that tray number 1 be removed and tray number 2 be placed up here. So we can do that by just here renaming the tray 1. So I'll just add the Z to save it, and then it will be placed on the bottom of the window. So, and then tray 2, we will go ahead and open tray 2, right click and Genie text editor, and if you look at the tray auto hide, let me just go ahead and line wrap and make a font a little bit bigger so you can see. Apply, so it's a little bigger. So rather than putting the vertical alignment on the bottom, which is here, we will place that on the top. And we'll go ahead and save it. And then we will go ahead and restart the JWM, JWM/restart ampersand, and it should eliminate this tray and then put this one up here. So we'll see if it'll do it. Okay, so that works. So we'll go ahead and X, because the bash script alias. So just clicking on F4 closes the application because of my preference that has been programmed in JWMRC personnel file. So we'll just go ahead and stop at this point.